Acheron wastes.
And here we go. Quick shout out to the Blizzard production team for the map intros. They've done a great job on those. We've been plugging them all season long, but I can't help but notice just how nicely done they are.
I could not agree more, Ben.
So,
In my defense of my eyeball control, it was really dark and the lights were very bright, so it was kind of just like, I'm just doing a little dance with my eyebrows.
It's not eyebrow control, it's actually you just squinting because you
can't see the camera. We all know my vision isn't the best anyway.
Top left-hand corner of Acheron Waste. The Red Zerg player one map away from the round of 8. SC2 Jaedong.
With a very quick scout this time from the man who's spawning in the right bottom side of this map, Ben.
Yep.
Of course, this lovely, handsome blue Protoss. EG's Oz. The Wizard of.
Wizard of the Adabisi Zoom. No proxy 2-gate here, not this time.
Yep, that's what he did last time on Acheron Waste when he played against Scarlet in the round of 32. But Oz this time playing a little more standard, dropping the pylon on the low ground. It's going to go for the Forge Fast Expand, not a super early Forge though, so I don't think we have to worry about any cannon shenanigans.
Now, one thing that I want to mention that I haven't mentioned yet is certainly for all the folks that are hanging out in the Southern California area around LA, Santa Monica, we're going to be taking all the players out to the Santa Monica Pier on Friday. So this is an open invite to anybody in the community that wants to have a chance to meet these guys that hasn't been able to make it out to any of the offline events. If you live in the area, we'll be at the Santa Monica Pier on Friday from noon to 3, roughly. Just kind of hanging out, having a good time. We're going to have a big lunch with the players, and it should be a real blast. So please come out, meet your favorite players, get some autographs, and if you're lucky, you can walk away with a wristband, which will get you into the grand final at Red Bull, August 10th and 11th. So
should be a really fun day, man.
Open invitation to the community. We want you all to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Or maybe he's just going to be super polite. All right, Jaedong, you're my teammate.
To worry about those links as well. Wow, that's a super quick Nexus. 6 minutes and 50 seconds.
This is the Greetor build. I played a game against Greetor earlier in the week. He's like, hey, let's play some ZvP. I'm like, okay. So I play against him, and he just like, we play up to like 18 minutes, and he just crushes me with this huge army, and I'm so salty and sad. I'm like, I don't get it. And then I watch the replay. It takes his third at 6 minutes, and I was like, what the hell, man? This is just cheese. He's like, how is it cheese? You took your third base in 3 minutes, or 6 minutes. You can never hold that.
I love how, despite going up to 3 bases this quick, also still putting on a little bit of gateway aggression, even though, of course, he's not thinking that he's going to be able to do a whole lot with this, but he's keeping units to the side of the map of Jaedong rather than seeing them knock on his front door and being worried about what else is there. These two Stalkers and this Zealot is giving him a ton of information about what is actually going on.
He did?
Yes.
Okay. So I wonder what he's going to do about it. Looks like he's just going to try to macro up these Lings chasing these Stalkers. Zealot's trying to catch up with the Zerglings. It's a sort of a hilarious chase. Both players microing pretty well, but the Zealot will get trapped and the Stalkers are going to have to run home.
Yeah, losing the Zealot's not a big deal. Losing 2 Stalkers is a little more expensive.
Watch out for that corner.
Wouldn't be the end of the world, but still, you don't really want to lose Stalkers in this phase of the game. They're too expensive for that. I really like what Jaedong has been doing there, because he's just been droning like a madman behind this. Oh, a couple of additional Stargates going down right now. 2 even.
2 Stargates. So,
a little bit of Myungsik and Tassadar,
yeah,
even though it's different.
A little bit of Alicia even.
Do very, very well against Hydras if they are just able to like sort of get a rolling fight, pick off 1, 2, 3 Hydras before the fight starts.
Now double Robo goes down.
So that's okay. I guess he's just gonna play very traditional, lots of Colossus, lots of Void.
I'm gonna make 3 fake Stargates.
This is so many Phoenixes already.
Phoenixes. Holy cow, it's 10 Phoenixes, man.
Yeah.
And
wow, and he's actually moving out with gateway units as well, so these roads were perhaps not a
this
bad
is actually
decision.
a scary push, man.
I think it's going to be very scary.
Spore Crawlers are going to be very critical, as will the Queens.
Yeah, Spore is super important. There are Infestors on the way, man. They will have Fungal Growth and 1 or 2 Fungals. Like, Fungals is absolutely amazing against every single unit in this army. But of course, Oz is not going to just clump everything up. He's going to try to split up everything as well as possible. Oz is not even very committed to this when he has a double Robo going up in the main base and 3 Void Rays in production. How's this going to play out?
This is a bizarre build here out of Oz. I think it's so interesting and so smart that Jaedong went for Infestors. Yes. It is a little bit harder to land those Fungals these days, but if anybody can do it, we know Jaedong can. As we see him repositioning this big Zerg army, hoping to catch Oz out of position, but it's not going to happen. As Oz is backing off, at least a little.
Layer attack going down right now, or hive tech, of course, for Jaedong now as well, while he's still making Hydras and adding a few more Infestors.
I'm a little worried for Oz. Look at the supplies, 170.
Colossus are really hard to actually play effective these days against Zerg. Like, Vipers are just so extremely good. I am very curious how Jaedong is going to control Vipers and Infestors, though, because that's actually an army composition that's pretty damn hard to control.
That's kind of what I was thinking, too, man. He's chosen, like, the most micro-intensive army composition that Zerg could ever go for. Infestors, Vipers, and Hydras as well. You know, Hydras are a unit that you can't really, if you just allow them to clump up in a choke, they're going to get wasted. You've got to be so careful about your positioning.
Getting some extra energy from the hatchery, got to be careful.
I swear I think Vipers are the best unit in Heart of the Swarm. They're so incredibly versatile. They bring such a great dynamic to the Zerg matchups. The anti-siege unit.
10 Infestors against the Protoss, that's not something you see every day these days.
The thing is, I just don't know how he's going to be cost-effective with them. Like,
if he controls it well, he's going to crush the army.
If he controls it well, it's going to be amazing, but it is so difficult. I would really love to look at his hotkey groupings.
It is Jaedong, man.
He's probably got each Infestor on its own hotkey.
1, 2, 3, 4, just a bunch of Infestors, and then the rest of the army. Look at the bank from Jaedong as well. He's so rich.
I don't think there's a Spire down there, which makes his ability to tech switch a little bit tricky.
Phoenixes have to be really careful.
Oh, double Spire going down right as we say it.
Linux style.
$22 more Hydras. Everything in Oz's army is pretty good against that, Kevin. I mean, the Void Rays aren't phenomenal, but he's got Storm, he's got Charge Lots, he's got Colossi. This is going to be so hard for Jaedong to fight.
A lot of Zealots engaging this base right now on the left bottom side of the map. A couple of fungals will land on top of them, and Hydra should be able to clean it up. But most of these spines will go down, though, so he's setting himself up to perhaps in a later phase of the game.
Very intelligently, Jaedong replaces them immediately. It's exactly what he needs to be doing.
Look at this queen, man.
She is so brave, and now, as a result, so dead.
There are lots of Storms this time as well, so while Storm is not ready yet, it will be ready real soon. He has to be careful.
That was good pulls. Kills 2 Void Rays for free, and might even get a Zealot or 2.
Oops.
But still, man, this is just the most difficult Protoss army to engage, and there's a great Storm on the Hydras, and look at how quickly Storm roasts those Hydralisks. Oh, great Fungal going down. Feedback's being cast as well. The Infestors, though.
Those Fungals, actually, all those High Templars
he
will
wants to
die.
keep casting Fungal, but great job taking out the High Templar.
Can you believe that he was able to land those Fungals like 3 or 4 times against Colossus and Void Rays and some other units?
I can't believe that he made 10 Infestors and has now fought twice and still has 6 of them. That's pretty awesome to me.
He still has so many minerals, but he's just making so many gas-intensive units, making Vipers, making Infestors. Once more, we see Oz spamming a couple of Zealots in the left bottom side of the map, doing that really well.
Yep, once again, it's not going to work out as Jaedong does. now. He's got 200 minerals, 400 gas, and he's down to 140 supply. Jaedong, on the other hand, does have a big bank and will be able to remax. An absolutely bizarre game and an awesome game, and that's why we love casting WCS America, because you get to see this caliber of players bringing this caliber of game. Jaedong just shutting down a couple of expansion attempts on the bottom half of the map, while Oz moves around the top half of the map.
Tempest in production now as well. Of course, Tempest are absolutely fantastic against Broodlords. I do feel that if Jaedong wants to make those Broodlords work, he should probably try to be a little bit aggressive.
With something. I don't really know what he's going to do here, because you know, the feeling I'm getting is that
it's a lot of overseers.
Is that the Protoss army is still so hard to engage. Jaedong has to do it so perfectly. He no longer has the Vipers. It's just it's this Broodlord Infester. This is a bit of a throwback.
As well, I'm not sure where it is. A couple of Lynx did snipe. Okay, Warp is on the north side of the map. Lynx did snipe this pylon on the left bottom side of the map. Seems like Jaedong wants to put on some pressure on perhaps his fifth base.
Is going to be so scary against this super immobile Zerg army. I think he might kill both the Spires if he goes that far.
I couldn't agree more.
And it looks like he's heading in that direction, and he's got plenty of supply room. He'll be able to warp in 6 Zealots, maybe 7 Zealots. Oh, Jaedong spotted it somehow. And wow, how did he see that? And just immediately...
Might actually be able to intercept a couple of these
Broodlords are caught out of position. One of them does die immediately. Jaedong forced to split up his units a bit. Fighting Zealots with Zerglings is not the best way to do it, but maybe he has enough. It looks like he does in fact have enough. He loses one of the Spires. The Greater Spire still alive.
And what I love here as well on the left bottom side of the map, we have a little bit of two Broodlord harassment. Earlier today in WCS Europe, we saw two lost carriers sort of harassing a base in a crazy PvP between Hazelobs and Grubby, and now we're seeing just two Broodlords somewhere idling on the map. At the same time, once more we have a lot of Zealots. Oh, Jaedong!
Trying to save it with the drones, and that is such great play from Jaedong. Hatchery down to 15 hit points. We'll stay alive for a little while longer, but
does he have queens?
Stalker is going to blink. One shot. 2 shots, and the hatch does go down. Well played there. As a storm going down on the Corruptors and the Infestors, so Jaedong got to be so careful with his army. What a great game. Oh, wow, that fungal. And a whiffed storm. Those High Templar might get away.
That's very smart, because that one High Templar ushered those Infestors away. Otherwise, the fungal would have been landed or placed once more. So well done there by Oz. And these Tempests, man, these Tempests are so good right now.
Picking off a couple of Infestors, doing some good damage to the Broodlords. Jaedong doesn't have a good answer to the Tempest right now. His Corruptor count is at 18.
would you describe it? Information that he shouldn't get or vision on the army that he shouldn't get is a cute idea, but there are so many overseers, there's spore crawlers, there are corruptors. There's no way Jaedong is just going to let an observer sit on top of his army while these Tempest are shooting away at it. He really needs an Oracle.
Another Nidus going down, this time in the back of the 3rd/4th expansion.
Which is empty.
Of Oz. Jaedong has 5k, 4k. If he made 40 mutas right now, like just threw away his army and made 40 mutas, do you think that would work?
Well, there are still Archons and High Templars. That would be good in some way, but he's going to have to trade at least very... in a way that is going to be scary for Oz. If he just does it straight up while throwing away his army, then it's not a good idea.
Nidus allowing Jaedong to get in and on the infrastructure of Oz. There's a single cannon trying to be a hero. Oh no, the Void Rays! They're right-clicked on the hatchery, and that's going to allow the Corruptors to get a great position. A lot of storms are going down, but Jaedong is going to kill every Void Ray. Holy cow, man! The storms are just huge. Last Void Ray does go down. Where are the Broodlords? Are they all dead? No, there's 6 Broodlords somewhere. Here they come. From the other side, Tempest should be able to deal some counter damage, but there's too many Corruptors still alive.
What is Jaedong going to remax on? He's going to have to make up his mind real soon, man.
He needs to make something, because Stalker's blinking under the